I have about 4 fragrances here to unbox for you guys. I have YSL Live, of course. I have Dolce Gabbana, the One EDP Intense right here. Spicebomb Fresh and Moschino Toy Boy. This one's actually the one I'm actually very excited to talk to you guys about. It's a hidden gem, just so you know. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Yo, what's up guys, Timmy here. Welcome back to another video. Today I actually have 5 packages. The 5th one is, it's so special. You're gonna have to stay tuned towards the end of the video to see the 5th one. It's just the most gorgeous thing I've ever purchased. Definitely my best purchase ever in the past like 3-4 years of consistently buying fragrances. Oh, this is just phenomenal. So let's jump into the first one first. Let's open Dolce Gabbana, the One EDP Intense. This one is the one I tried out a couple weeks ago in first impression, and I've worn it once since, and it's okay for me. I like it. I don't like it as much as the original EDP though, but let's see here. Bam. Whew. That is a sexy bottle though. I am not gonna lie. That is a very sexy looking black bottle. That is so sleek. I like that. I really like the design of this one. The black on gold really does look super sexy. I still stand with what I said in my first impression video that this one for me is just not as good as the original, the One EDP. I don't think it's a replacement at all to that one, but is it redundant to own in comparison to that one? After my one wearing of it, I don't think it's redundant. I really don't think it's redundant to own, because in a dry down, it does become quite a nice kind of soft, seductive, very kind of deep fall fragrance. Oh, it does smell nice. It does smell nice at the end of the day. I think my initial impression, I was just disappointed simply because the One EDP is just so good, Like when you first smell the One EDP, you're like, wow, that is good. That is an all-star fragrance. That is, that I need to have. But this one you smell and like, I don't really need to have it, but it's nice. It's good if I own it, but I don't really need to have it, or I don't feel like it has an all-star type of appeal. And that's why I was like quick to dismiss it, the first impression coming along. But as I wore it, I actually end up liking it. I like it. Not a love, but I like it. So this one, is it redundant? Not really. Should you own it? Or I would say test it out first before you own it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this fragrance for now. At least I'm gonna give it a lot more wearing, of course, before I do a full review for you guys. And yes, to those of you who wanted me to get a bottle, I did get a bottle. I found a good deal on it. That's why I bought it. The reason I didn't buy it before is because it was $115 plus shipping and plus tax. It would have cost me like $135, $140. And I'm not about to spend $140 on a designer fragrance. That's just not a thing. This one, I finally found a good deal on it for like 50 bucks less than that. That's why I picked it up, because I am a human being. I do have a budget and I'm not super rich. So apologize beforehand if I can't pick up every single new releases that comes out. I try to pick up as many as I can, and I try to find good deals on them as I can, so I don't overspend my own budget. Next one here, let's open Spicebomb Fresh. This one is discontinued now officially on the Viktor and Rolf website. That's why I picked it up before it's all gone. I've been wanting this fragrance for so long, and I finally got my hands on it. I've been waiting because, I didn't really need the fragrance, but I really did like it from my memory, and ooh, look at that. Finally have it in my possession, Spicebomb Fresh. This one is one that I felt like as a collector, if you're a fragrance collector in any way at all, I feel like you need to own this bottle, because Spicebomb is a line that doesn't release too many fragrances. Viktor and Rolf only release a Spicebomb fragrance once every few years. So to own all of them is kind of like a collector's thing to do. Like, you need to own all of these. There's just not too many of them. Like, you might as well own all of them, if you're a collector. So this is one that I had to add to my collection because I do own the original. I own the extreme version. I'm not adding Night Vision to my collection just yet because that's brand new. I'm sure in the future the price is gonna drop just a little bit or enough for me to purchase it. Or maybe I'll get a brand deal or something where I can request that bottle for review. So I'm holding off on Night Vision for now. But this one, I couldn't hold off any longer. It's discontinued now and it's gonna go pretty quick. So I grabbed this one now. Spicebomb Fresh, let's spray it. I love the spray on these ones. Very wide, very saturated sprays. Oh, it's a fresh spice bomb. It's a very self-explanatory type of name. And it smells so good. It smells so good. I really cannot like wait to wear this in the summertime. Oh, you know what? Hell, I'll wear it today. It's like a nice kind of rainy day today. In Las Vegas, believe it or not, it does rain here in the desert. It doesn't rain too often, but when it does rain, it rains heavy. And this one right now, so perfect for this kind of heavy, kind of dense, humid environment that's not too cold or not too hot. Oh, smells so good. Yeah, that's Spicebomb Fresh. Pick it up if you haven't done so yet because it is discontinued. If you're a collector especially, you should own this one. It's a really nice summer, spring, hot weather gem. Very unique as well because this is not just a fresh, like aquatic, citrus summer fragrance that you've seen everywhere or that everyone else is gonna use in the hot weather season. This one is a spicy, fresh fragrance. It has the masculinity, the spiciness from the original Spice Bomb. Add a lot of freshness onto that to kind of create a very unique hot weather DNA, and that's why I appreciate this one so much. I waited a very long time to pick it up because Spice Bomb fragrances are expensive and I didn't want to spend that kind of money yet, but discontinuation forced my hand and hopefully it forced yours as well. So I'm not the only one spending money here. Next, we're gonna open a one that's been highly requested on my channel for me to talk about. This one is YSL Y Live. This one I heard is another blue fragrance, but this one, a blue fragrance from the Y line. I actually own Y EDP and now I own this one. I don't own the EDT version just yet. Y Live. The bottle looks so similar to the EDP. Let me grab the EDP real quickly. And what I really meant by similar is not the bottle shape, of course. The bottle shape is the same because they're from the same line, but the coloration is like almost identical to each other right here. Like if I were to just let you guys guess which one is which, if you guys don't look close enough, at a glance you guys would think, oh, that's the same fragrance probably. Because the only difference is the juice on the EDP is slightly darker than the juice on the Live. So not a big difference there. I don't think there's even a Live word on this thing to signify that it's the Live version and not the EDP version. I don't see any differences here. Just the coloration of the juice, basically. But let's spray it and test it. Woo, super nice sprayers. The Y bottles always have the very nice sprayers. Oh, I already smell it. It's coming to me. Boom. So right off the bat, it has DNA from Invictus. For sure, that's I would say along the line of something similar to an Invictus Aqua, if you will. I would say something along the line like in between Invictus and Invictus Aqua. So it takes that DNA, blended with a Y freshness DNA to create Y Live basically. That's the most simplest way I can put it. And it smells really good. It does not smell straight up like Invictus. It does not smell straight up like YEDT or YEDP. Yeah, it doesn't really smell like any of those fragrances directly. It smells like a mix of those fragrances, like a DNA that's in between Invictus and Invictus Aqua mixed with a DNA that's a little bit heavier than the YEDT, and you get something like this, like Y Live, and it smells pretty good. I do like it. So for blue fragrance fans, Y Live is a good one. I would say one of the top-notch blue fragrances out there right now that I've smelled in recent months or recent year. Because there's a lot of blue fragrance that came out, like Salvatore has Urban Feel, Jimmy Choo has Hero, all those ones really are not so great. Urban Feel actually, it's okay. I actually like Urban Feel, but Hero, not so great. Dolce Gabbana the 1K, not so great. But this one, Y Live, ooh. Wow. I keep going back to smelling it. It's good, it's good. I'm gonna definitely give this one a lot more wearing and give you guys like a nice review of it because this one is one I feel like I can get a ton of uses out of, for sure. Next one is Moschino Toy Boy. This one is, I don't know if I just say this, but it's the most homoerotic name that I've ever seen on like a bottle of fragrance ever. And I'm not saying that to disparage gay people. If you're gay, you're gay. That's just how you are, right? Like, I'm not gonna judge you for that. I'm straight, you're gay, we're all humans at the end of the day. So I'm not judging you. I'm just saying this is probably like the most homoerotic or the gayest name that I've ever seen on a perfume bar, or on a cologne bottle, I should say. The fragrance though is dope. So I tried this out when I was in Tokyo, and it's just, oh, blew my mind. This is what I like in designer fragrances when they actually do something like this. I'm gonna put the head back on the bear to show you guys first. So this is Moschino's Toy Boy. It's a really nice looking bear bottle. It's very quirky. Moschino always makes some quirky looking bottles. I like them. They're trying to be different. And with this scent, they're definitely trying to be just not in trend at all. They're doing something that's completely out of left field, and I think it's fantastic. I love it when designer brands just like, fuck the trend. We're gonna do what we want. And that's what Mugler is usually. But Moschino, oh, with this one though, it's a nice incensey type of fragrance. A designer incensey fragrance. I did not look up the notes for this one at all, but it smells like, to me, off the top of my head, like a very nice, sweet, kind of fruity incense. I'm not sure actually if the sweetness is coming from fruits or not, but it's like a sweet incense. And it smells so nice. It's nice, like for a designer scent, oh hell, it's nice. Oh man, it's so good. I like this one so much. I like that it's different in every way. The bottle, the scent, the name, it's just something that's completely out of left field, and there's something that you can expect from Moschino most of the time in terms of their bottles, but in terms of scent, this time they really bang it out of the park. Now this one is definitely one that not a lot of beginners or newbies are gonna like. It's not a versatile blue fragrance that's gonna give you a lot of compliments, but for those of us who's been in the fragrance game for a very long time, we're tired of like smelling the same thing over and over and over and over again. This is very refreshing. It's a really nice, refreshing release from Moschino, and I highly appreciate it. I highly appreciate it. This is one that I can see myself wearing in the fall time or on a rainy day. It's not something that I would wear often because it's not something that's too versatile. You won't find a lot of time to wear incensey based fragrance in your daily life because it's really just not that versatile, so you're not gonna wear it too often. But at times where I do feel like wearing something incensey, I definitely will be grabbing this one to wear. And yeah, that's it for Toy Boy. I really recommend it, by the way, if you're into niche fragrances or if you're tired of the ordinary designer fragrances that are being released over and over and over again. Toy Boy is a really nice breakaway from that, and I highly recommend it. All right, guys, lastly, this is kind of like my prized possession now. This is the best thing I've picked up in a while. So as you guys may know from watching this channel, I love the original Armani Code. I've gotten a lot of compliments from it. I wore it throughout college, and I just love the vintage batch of it. It smells so gorgeous. I have a lot of memories with this one. And this here, it's an Armani Code fragrance, an original Armani Code, limited edition Armani Code from 2008. I picked this one up, and it's not just any Armani Code bottle, so it's not just a regular run-of-the-mill you can grab off the shelf kind of bottle. This is a limited edition Armani Code, and it's Armani Code Casino edition. You know, you guys can see that, but it has the Ace of Spade on the box there. It is so gorgeous, and dude, I can't believe I found this. This is Casino edition, which makes it Vegas theme. I live in Vegas. It's Armani Code, which is my favorite scent ever, and it's also a vintage batch, which is a 2008 vintage batch of Armani Code. So let's open up this box. It's even cooler on the inside. Let me show you very closely. I'm gonna actually walk closer to the camera now so I can hold the bottle and show you. Do you guys see that? This Armani Code has an Ace of Spades. Isn't that sexy? That is so damn sexy. Ace of Spades on this Armani Code bottle. So cool. And on the other side of the bottle, you see just a regular Armani Code. You see here, you can tell it's vintage because the top here doesn't have that kind of like little ribbon looking thing on it like all the Armani Code bottle nowadays have. So this is definitely vintage. I love the Ace of Spades. It's a very nice casino theme. And on the side here, you get an Armani Code playing card. that comes with it as well, Armani Code Plain. I've not opened this, it's still sealed in the packaging. And down here, you get poker checks. And these have Armani on it. Like on one side, let me take out this little sticker right here. Like on one side here, you get the Armani logo and Armani Code on the other side of the check, just written Armani Code. There's a white set and there's a black set of poker chips. This is this is so insane. I'm like, dude, I'm like a little fangirl on the inside at the moment. I am so excited, but this is the best pickup of my life. This is the best limited edition of my life. It's Vegas themed and it's Armani Code vintage version, and it comes with all these little like casino theme, Vegas theme exclusives that says Armani Code on them. I'm really happy. I don't know what to say. I'm really speechless. This is definitely the best pickup of my life. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I was researching what bottles Armani have at the time, because I was like looking to buy a lot of fragrances. So I was just researching what all the brands have that I don't have yet. And I came across this one. Best pickup ever. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too long, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know out of the 4 fragrances initially, why Live, Spicebomb Fresh, Moschino Toy Boy, or Dolce Gabbana, the One Eau de Parfum Intense. Which of these 4 you want me to review first? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out and bye.